All right, you guys, I am super excited for this call tonight, mostly because I have really been enjoying using Reels, and I feel like it's been a really good way for me to inject fun back into my social media. And it's kind of a creative way to bring out different aspects of your personality and share those with your audience. So, why do we use Reels? Right now, Instagram is boosting Reels like crazy. Like there's
Mhm.
sometimes I go through my feed and all it is Reels. Like it's just that's what they're pushing out. That's what they're using to allow you to connect with your audience, to bring new people into your page. I think I've probably gained about 20 followers just in the last like week or so from my reels and things like that. So it's really beneficial for your business. But like I said, I'm trying to get to where I'm not so washed out. Um, but also it's beneficial for you because like I said, it's really fun and it's a way for you to take a little bit more of your personality and put it into your your Instagram feed. So where do you can you find reels or get ideas for reels that are relatable and I don't know that inspire you or motivate you or make you feel like laughing or bring you joy or things like that. So I'm gonna let's see if I can get this to screen share and hopefully it doesn't like play out all these things.
Take all the bad stuff off your phone now.
Well, let's see if it's gonna work. I might not be connected to the internet. I better have to do that first.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, it's like taking forever to connect to my internet. All right, so I'll just kind of share a little bit more. So, you when you're looking for reels to get ideas, you want to think about things that are relatable not just to you, but also to your like niche market or your target audience. You want to think about whether you want them to be something that's funny, like if you are feel like you're kind of like a stand-up comedian, you know, and you want to inject that humor. If you're a mom life, or whatever kind of relates to you and your career or your day-to-day habits. Fashion, if you're someone that likes fashion, you can kind of use reels to display what you like about fashion and different things like that, or like hairstyles, different things. You can use it for workout clips or to showcase aspects of your business, or you can use dance and things like that. So let's try to screen share again. Don't know if it's going to work. I clicked share and it's not doing anything. Oh, it says a plug-in is required. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to share. So, what I do basically, you guys have seen probably, and you can look on your phone now if you want. At the very bottom of your Instagram feed is the little Reels logo or icon or whatever. It's the second one from the left. All right. If you go there, it'll automatically bring up all these reels. Usually it's some of the most popular reels or like the viral reels is what you'll see the most of. And those are the ones you kind of want to look for ideas. Simply because if they have been really hot, you're going to see a lot of variations of that same reel popping up more occasionally. Like I did last week, I did the reel of me hiding my Amazon order and kind of sneaking up the stairs with the little, oh, what is the name of the song? The Black Eyed Peas song. And it's like, that's probably one of the hottest songs that's being used in Reels now, but I was trying to put my own spin on it because my order had come in that day, and I was like, oh, this is a good idea. Because I've seen a lot of other people do it for things like, after my kids go to bed, going to sneak and get in their candy stash, their Halloween candy, or like little fun things like that. So you mostly, when you're looking through that, I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time watching Reels because it really can be a time suck. But sometimes when I'm sitting down for lunch or have some downtime in the day, I'll just sit and spend even just 5 to 10 minutes flipping through them and just kind of getting ideas for inspiration. And then keep those questions in the back of your mind. Like, is this relatable to me and my audience? Like, if it makes you smile or laugh or think like, yes, I so relate to that, then that's probably something that you would want to use or get an idea from that and kind of make it your own. There's lots of people that do fashion where they do like the camera trick where they're like jumping and then they come in and they're like wearing this brand new like outfit and they do like outfit changes. I've seen you could do it with hairstyles. I've seen there's a girl who cuts my hair and she's always like doing little tutorials on like how to do different like little updos with her hair or different things like that, or ways to style her hair using different products. So there's all different kinds of things that you can do with it. If you like to dance, you can do the dance videos and stuff like that. But just kind of, it shows you when you go through it. I'm going to make sure. Okay. It shows like in the little hearts thing, it shows how many people have liked that. So that in and of itself tells you whether it's viral. If it's more than 10K, then that is, I feel like that is considered viral. And just kind of taking that and getting ideas from those. But there's people that use it to showcase aspects of their business. Like they talk about like whether it's like that it's not a scam, like different things, or they'll share their story. But mostly I would say just find things that really, really relate to you and speak to you and your life phase, your career, your day-to-day habits and things like that, and then try to put your own spin on it. From that, what I do once I find videos that I like, if you click the little ellipses, the little dot, dot, dot that is next to that reel or under that reel, it'll give you the option to save it, okay? Once you save it, then if you go, I'm gonna try to show you. So you save it with the little dot, dot, dot ellipses. Let's see. See, it shows you that you can save it. All right, I'm gonna say that one. But then you go to the icon that's your picture on the far right, and then up to the line at the very top corner, and then go to saved. And that is where you'll be able to see all the reels or posts or anything like that that you have saved. And you can come back to them when you actually have time to make the reel. And from there, what you can do, let's see. So if you want to use that person's audio, what you do is you click right below their name where it shows the audio. You click it and then it'll take you to a screen. I'm trying to show it. That looks like this, where it just shows all the different people that have used that audio from that person. But if you, at the very bottom, it says use audio. So if you click that, then it'll automatically be there for you to use in a reel. Okay. I have noticed though that they usually give priority to the first person that had that original audio. They will always get the most views. So that's why every once in a while I'm trying to do things where I'm talking, because that is considered your original audio. It's not audio you borrowed from someone else. So they will push it out a little bit more, if that makes sense. All right. So that is kind of how you do that. It allows you when you go in to make a reel. So go click your little plus sign or however you get to it and go in like you're going to make a reel. If you look at the very top where it says length, if you tap it, it gives you the option of doing a 15-second reel or a 30-second reel. All right, so those are the two options. Right below that is your music, if you want to use music, or if you're inserting audio, that'll automatically have that loaded if you're using it from someone else. The thing below it is your speed. So you can do things in slow motion, real time, or fast speed. All right. Just kind of play around with it. And you can even vary that from one clip to the next usually. Below that is just your filters. If you use filters in your regular Instagram pictures or different things like that, your filters will all be loaded in that next little circle below the speed. And then the last thing is the timer. You click on that, and that is what really makes your video powerful, because you have the ability to slide and set a timer for however long you would want that little bitty clip to be. And then you just set the timer, and then it'll give you the hands-free option where it's that 3-second countdown. And then that's how you can piece together all those little clips by utilizing that timer and sliding it for different segments. So like sometimes I do a lot of reels in the morning with like my pre-workout where I'm like waking up and like stretching and yawning. And then like I might do a hair flip or like a punch to my phone or something like that. And then all of a sudden I come in and I've got my workout clothes in, or I'm drinking my pre-workout or different things like that. You could also do it with your workout clips from your workout. You can save those and then upload those in little segments. Because I rarely ever upload my workout clips as I'm doing my workout. Normally I'll just do a bunch and then save them to my phone and then upload them later when I get a chance. So you could utilize those and put little like 3 to 5 second clips or 5-second clips in and make a reel of all your workouts for the day or all your clips from your workout. There's lots of different things you can do. Then I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this. From there, you can also have like moving text that comes in little segments, and it works the same way that sliding timer does. So say you're going to like the next, once you have your reel created and you're going to the next little over thing and you go to type like you would text on your videos or your pictures, what you do is once you get that text on there, then you'll have that same little sliding bar at the bottom, and you can slide it for the clip that you want to have that text on. So I don't know if you guys saw my reel this morning of my workouts, that it was talking about limiting beliefs. And then I have in each of my workout clips, I'm trying to show, I'll have different text that pops up. All right, that's how I did that. I just took it and slid it over the part of, so you basically click on the text you want to use. So it's bolded basically, or it's brought into like, I'm trying to think of how to best describe it. Like if it's the text that is active, it will be highlighted just like you put it in. If it's a text you have like coming up, then it'll be like muted or transparent in the background, if that makes any sense. So, and it would be much easier if I could show this, but basically what you do is you type your text, and then it's just like you're going to like shorten a video clip. You know how you can move in the different ends? You do that with each set of text you want to do over the different parts of that video. All right. Does everyone feel like they understand what I'm saying there without me being able to show? I could tell you were a little bit confused, Gigi. So basically, I'm trying to think if I can show how to do it. Maybe I'll just make like a random reel. I'll just. Don't mind me, I'm just making a reel. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. All right, then you'll go to the next screen, and that's when you can start adding the text. Once you go to so you have the main page where you create your reel, then you press the little over button once you have your video in there, and that's when you can start adding text. So I'll just say, so I'm gonna see if you can show you. So it has my name, Elena, and I move it. I typically do not put anything on the very far edge, at the very bottom, or at the very top. Because if you go to share it in your regular feed or even your Reels feed, or not your Reels feed, but your regular feed, it will cut off that text. Okay, so Reels are in like a longer view, but your Instagram feed is like in more of a square. So it kind of cuts off some of it. So I'm very strategic about where I place my text. Can you see how it's not like all the way to the edge? It's kind of where it would probably show up if I put it in my regular feed. So then I take that text and I slide this little thing over, and that's for that set of text, all right? And you see how when it moves past that first part, you see how it's kind of like transparent. It goes from bolded to transparent. That's showing that it's just going to show up in that clip. Then I say, I'll just do my last name. Then you just keep adding text like that. And then you slide it over to where the last one left off. And then kind of like that. You just keep moving it around in the segments you want to have. So that's how it'll get to where it pops up the different, see, there's my first name, now there's my last name. Does that make sense? Can you see at the bottom how there's the different segments? So you just kind of keep pinching and moving it in the little segment of the video you want. And you keep adding text and keep doing that until your video is over, if that makes sense. Typically, if you're gonna have something that has more than a couple words in text, you want to make sure the clip isn't too short, because then people, I mean, it would get a lot more views because people would have to keep watching it to make sure they're reading your text. Because it's not like other things where you can hold down and read the text, like it just keeps playing over and over again. Okay, so that's kind of how you do that. And then you would add in all your stuff or whatever. That's
what is the part where you tag? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what I do, Courtney said she does hers by just posting it to her little Reels feed only, and then she goes in there and then she clicks the little arrow thing, and then that's where it allows you to share it to your story. You can do it that way. But I have found,
and then you can tag there.
Yeah, but I have found that if you do that, it does not post it to your Facebook story sometimes. So, or it takes out the audio. I don't know what it is about Reels, why they can't do the audio. So that's why before I go to share my Reel, like the final page where it says share to feed, main feed, or share to stories, it gives you both pages of options. And you'll see it when you go to it. You'll see what I mean. But before I go to that, I click the little save thing at the top, the little thing that looks like a downward arrow with a line underneath it. And I save it, and then I go upload it into my story like I would a regular story clip, if that makes sense. Because I found that sometimes when I was sharing my Reels, they weren't making it, because I have my Instagram stories linked to my Facebook, and they were not transferring to my Facebook. So it would be like an empty, like if I did it with my pre-workout dance party, like it wasn't showing up, and it was just jumping straight to my workout clips in my Facebook story. So that's why I do it that way. because then I feel like it makes it in both. So
Yeah, because
you can do it either way. So
okay. Yeah, because I know like whatever I did this morning, I don't know if I did a reel, did not go to my Facebook
yeah.
this morning. And then I tried tagging people and, I guess nobody was tagged.
Yeah, if you did it like that, either the way Courtney said or with the little arrow, or you save it and then go in and upload it to your story like you would a regular video into your story, then you can tag there. Either way.
Okay. Because it did give me the option, like if you hit next and whatever, and then like I tried tagging people like when I was doing it, and it says no, that's at the next step. So then when I hit next, and I did try to do all my tags like at whoever I tag, and then I posted on my stories, not my feed, my stories, and then nothing happened. So it did post, but nothing as far as tags or anything.
So
like
my
that
guess
were
is
visual.
it's probably in your Reels feed, maybe. The tag would be my guess. It didn't transfer over to the stories part.
Where do you find the reels? I don't know if you can see this.
Your own. Go to
Yeah.
your main grid. Your main grid, and then it's that next tab over. Click it. So see, there's all my reels.
Oh, the little like TV.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like, no, not the TV one. The one that looks like a film strip with a little play button on it.
See, it's
I
so
don't
different
think-
on my phone. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
When I go to, because I have two accounts. I have my, regular page I do every day. Then when I go to my Here page, it's here on my Here page, but not on my regular page. That's so weird.
Yeah, because then I don't have that option then. Because all I have is like a little
When I
I
go
don't know if you guys
into
can
the
see it.
camera,
Oh, yeah.
and then over here you'll see the word Reels. That's how I find it on my phone.
So
Yeah, that's how I find it on my phone
wonder if
too.
it has to do with the kind of account you have set up. Like my account is set
Because
up
my
as a
Here
creator
page,
account. Is your account's not private, is it?
my personal page is private, but my Here page is open to the public.
Yeah.
But my personal page right now, because I have some stuff going on, that's why it's private right now. But on my Here page, when I go into my Here by Diana, it's right down there. See?
Yeah. Yeah, that is the
little
one that
box.
shows you other people's reels. You have
Right, but I don't see that. I don't see that on my other page. I only see it on my Here page.
it won't show it until you start doing reels. Like it
Oh,
won't be
okay.
there.
I never did one yet. I tried.
If you don't have any reels, it won't show that. Like, so I would think, anyways.
So what do you mean by like how would you know if your account is private? I didn't think it was private.
You have to click the little, go to the far right icon, the picture of you, and then you click the 3 lines at the top right corner, and then you would just go into your settings, and then, I mean, it should say in your account whether it's, I think it's in your account, whether it's private or not. Or it would be in your privacy.
Yeah, it'd be under privacy. And then it's just a little slider button that says like right at the top.
Mhm.
Actually can't see it. Yeah. But Elena, I have a question. So you said that you can upload your workout clips to your reels. So
Yeah.
how do you go back to your saved workouts?
So when you are going in to make a reel, in the bottom corner here, you will see a picture, and that is your entire, like, your photo album.
For them only, for the Reels.
Well, it's just your phone's photo album, all the photos in your
Oh.
recent photos.
Oh, no way.
So I've seen a lot of people just do almost like just like a picture, like a slideshow thing to show like their their story of like their kid from like birth to like their birthday, or I've seen people do it with like their marriage and like their dating up till when they get married. And it's just a way to kind of show people a little bit more of your personal side too. I've seen people do it with their transformations, like pictures of them through their transformations. Like if you have a lot of old workout clips, like you can show how you're getting stronger, losing weight, getting more confident, and different things like that. There's so many different things you can do. I haven't even really fully gotten into all that with it yet, because I've just been trying to do more like the funny and fun ones, just to play around with it and see how they do. But yeah, that's kind of how you do that. I was trying to think, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, so one thing I have learned to increase your engagement or how much your traction your posts get. So I found out that when it comes to your Instagram reels, when you're going to that share to feed page, if you put your hashtag, so you want to just like enter until it goes down, so it's not like right there, but you want to put in hashtags that relate to the video you are sharing. So if it's like workout related, and it needs to be a variety of how many people follow that hashtag. So like yesterday, when I did my pre-workout one, I did like Monday motivation and things like that. And then I also did like raising girls strong and like different things that relate specifically to me, but it gives a variety. And when you use some of those big hashtags, more people will see it. So that's kind of an interesting thing to do with it, but you're supposed to do it in that feed with the little bit of text that you say about your video when you're going to share it to your feed. All right. Then there's another thing that you can do, because you don't want every single reel you do to go to your main feed, because then they will like shut it down basically, because it's like you're trying to do just reels and no actual content. When you're going into your reels, so this is mine that I shared in my thing. If you click the little top 3 little dot at the top, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says the second option other than delete says remove from profile grid. And that'll just take it out of your regular feed, but it'll still be available to view in your Reels feed, if that makes sense, on your Reels page. So what I have heard from like top Instagram algorithm, like business people, that like that's what they do, is they help people get more traction in their business. They said that when it comes to sharing in your regular feed, just pick 2 to 3 a week, but you should be doing more than that. Like if you're doing a lot with your workout clips or different things like that, those can all go just in your Reels feed, if that makes sense. So you want to pick things that are more relatable to you and your audience and put those in your regular feed, but just the regular day-to-day stuff, like all your workout things, don't need to go in your profile grid, if that makes sense, right? The difference from Reels and posts is in Reels, whenever you're sharing it to your feed, your hashtags have to be in the text, in the body of your content text. But in your posts, it needs to be in your first comment if you're using hashtags that like relate to you and your niche audience. I just found that out, so I thought I would share it. But let me see. Someone posted something in my mentor coach's team page that was all about Reels. I think I saved it, but just in case, I'm gonna see if I can find it on here. Yeah, so she just pasted. It was from, it was on Boss Babes Mastermind. She said this. All right, so here's what it says. It says post to Reels 4 to 9 times per week. That's 2 to 3 times a day, 2 to 3 days a week, if you do it that way. Posting at different times for extended reach options. The next tip is, from what we know about hashtags, when posting to the Explore page, use your normal feed post group 30, but swap in a few large hashtags to the mix. So I personally, I have it saved in the text replacement on my phone. All I have to do is do 2 hashtags and it pulls up all my hashtags that I would want to use that relate to me and like my target audience. But then I would add in a few more like huge, like 2.5 million followers tags, if that makes sense. I'm trying not to go too over your head, but like when I use the Monday motivation, that's a very, very popular hashtag. So it has a lot of followers, but I wouldn't want to use all of those. I want to use some that are smaller and more relatable to my specific audience, if that makes sense. Then the next thing says, share half or less of your reels in your feed with an intentional value add / education post to give a quick win. Leave the other half only on the Reels Explore page to track organic reach by topic, another market research tool. All right. And I have this picture, I think I saved it. I can tag Courtney in this and she can share this with you guys too. What is the next thing? When posting to your feed, always include a branded cover photo, same as Instagram TV. So I have not done that. I haven't got to that point yet, but apparently I've seen a lot of people, like they basically have like a cover photo on their reel. So when you go to their Reels Explore page, you don't see what the reel looks like. It's just like a picture of them. And then you click on it and then it takes you into the reel. So it's kind of different because it kind of messes with you, because I think what happens is it gets more people clicking on it because they don't know what the reel is specifically. And so it brings about that curiosity marketing kind of thing, would be my guess. But I haven't gone to the trouble of doing all that yet. Because I just really started playing with them a little bit more specifically here in the last couple weeks. When posting only to your Reels Explore page, include a 5 to 10 word sentence describing the reel topic or giving a call to action before you put in your hashtags. When you're posting to your regular feed, include hashtags in the first comment. Same group of hashtags as your feed posts. I know this seems like blah, 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 a lot of social media jargon, but it's just a way to kind of work around the algorithms. And I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed. So don't feel like I didn't even use hashtags in my first reels at all. I just recently have started getting a little bit more targeted with them. When growth is your goal, focusing on consistent reels content can get your page in front of new individuals with ease. Because like I said, they are pushing out reels big time right now on Instagram. So that's kind of how that goes. I'm going to tag Courtney in this now so she can go see that picture and save, because it was like a screenshot of tips that someone shared. And reels don't even necessarily have to be all that complicated. I've seen reels get like 300K views and it's just a freaking dog standing there, or dressed up dog, or a dog with like music that's kind of funny. Like, it's crazy. Like, people love dogs and people love little kids. So like, don't discredit, like, if you love your pets, you could probably get some crazy viral reels from them. So like, I know, Diana, I know you are a big dog lover. So if you are looking through the reels page, like all the viral ones, when you find dog ones, go and save those, because you can use that for ideas of doing your own. So
Okay,
it's
cool.
kind of fun to play around with. But yeah, like, I wouldn't waste a whole bunch of time on it, but when you do have downtime and you can look through and get some ideas for inspiration, yeah. There's a girl on our team that she's had some reels go over really, really big, and she's really targeting them. She's a brand new mom, first time mom, and she's really targeting them to like her life phase right now. And she had one just get almost 900K views or reach so far, which is crazy. Because it's not, I think it was something just about when my husband says he wants to go on another hunting weekend or something ridiculous, like, and she's home with a brand new baby sort of thing, like her just being annoyed. And it's like, don't discredit like just the simple things that are kind of outside the box, not outside the box, but inside the box, and are very specific to you. So yeah. All right, I'll open it for questions. I think I know it seems like a lot that I put at you, but you guys can reach out to me. And I sent Courtney some little tutorial videos that a girl on one of my coach friends' team sent me whenever I was trying to figure out the text and how to move the text. So she can always share those with you guys too. Or I can, either way. Because she like screen recorded herself doing the things that I was trying to show you. So it makes it really easy to learn how to do the text thing. So.
Yeah, once I do things a couple of times, I pretty much pick it up. But I think these just are a little confusing because they were showing it and then they just like disappeared and they went somewhere else. Like, because my account's still private.
Yeah.
And then it's completely different on the here page.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. And I've heard that some people don't have them. I don't know if that has anything to do with like I said, either the type of account or maybe how many followers they have. I have no idea why it would be that way, but it also could be the
I see a lot more action with it. I see a lot more action with it on my here page because that page is open to the public.
Yeah. And you could do some fun hair tutorial things for that page.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
then
was
also
thinking.
share them to your other, like you could save them
Yeah.
and share them there too.
Yeah, that's what I do sometimes in my here page. I talk about this sometimes in my here page. It's like, oh, come follow my other page.
Yep.
I love when Courtney does it in the morning when she puts the energizer and then she turns around and then it's already in the cup. I'm like, I want to do that. I love that.
It's kind of fun to play around with it, like the little tricks of the camera that you can do. That's why they're so popular, because just like when I'm watching them with my daughters, they're like, how did you do that, mommy? How did you punch the phone or flip your hair and then all of a sudden your hair's put up in a ponytail sort of thing? So
that's too funny. I know. I definitely want to play around with it more.
Yeah. And yeah, it's one of those.
I gotta start getting up earlier.
Yeah. It's one of those things like I can tell you all the information, but you really just have to get the hands-on feel for it.
Right.
And then once you get the hang of it, then you can start being a little more creative and get into the more specific stuff. But first, I would just say, just try to do it with like either your workout clips or like a pre-workout dance party thing, and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you guys have done Triller, so it's probably not too terribly different from Triller, I would assume. I don't know for sure, where you piece together the different clips. But
well, the Triller kind of does it for you though.
oh, does it?
Yeah, it does it for you. So you just record, it's like 15 seconds, and then basically you shuffle it, and then you can shuffle it to your liking, and then basically it's there, it's done.
Yeah, this is
so this
be more like TikTok.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's more like a TikTok. Yep.
I used the other one a couple of times, the Driller one, for a while, but then I stopped and I just went back to just doing it with the Instagram stories.
Yeah, you can do like the voiceovers where like if someone is speaking in the audio, you can like move your mouth. Like me and my girls did that with the little pockets. My dress has pockets dance. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
Mhm.
So it took a little bit. It took about 30 minutes to make that with two little kids, but because we kept having to like once we got it to the end, like we were getting it down. But the first couple, just because you had to shorten it and try to match up the clip with the audio, which is kind of tricky, but
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. Like I've honestly been really enjoying doing them. So, and like I just did one last week. It's probably got more views than any of my other ones where I shared the joke that I had told my husband on Sunday, and I reenacted it where I was me, and then I also dressed up to be him. And that, like, within the first less than an hour, it had over 1,000 views. So one of these days I'm going to find something that's going to go viral. It's just, I have to get outside of my type A thinking brain to be a little bit more creative. So, but it really is fun. And it's given me a way to like bond with my daughters too. They really enjoy doing them too. So
yeah.
yeah, there's a whole bunch of them with dogs that it's just like, it's got this little, it sounds like a kid singing, "That's just my baby doggy. That's just my baby doggy." Like my daughter Annabelle will sing that now because we've watched enough reels that had that. But it's literally just a dog running around and playing, and that song. And they always blow up with views. So you could do something real simple like that, and those kind of things go over. So
yeah, because I play around with my dogs in my videos sometimes, but I think my videos are getting, because I kind of do almost the same thing every day, so it's kind of getting a little boring, I think, to me.
yeah,
I don't know if you guys think that too, but you guys could be honest and tell me the truth. Do they seem okay? Do they seem boring?
I've always heard that if they're boring to you, they're boring to other people too. Like if you don't enjoy watching your stories, then neither do other people. And that's why, like, I think the reels kind of brings in like a fun new spin on things, because you can showcase different aspects of your personality. Like I am not someone that's into fashion. Like my fashion would just be workout clothes, pajamas. But like if someone knows how to like mix and match different outfits, like I've seen the thing where you can like show like how to showcase like a different top or a different pair of pants, like and pair it with different things. And you can do like where you're go into the mirror and then like your phone, and then you come out and you've got a different outfit on, and keep doing little clips like
I seen someone do that. I think that was Autumn. I think that was Autumn Calabrese. I think she did something like that.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Reels is if you haven't like X'd out of the Reels page, it will hold that reel in there for you. So like if you want to do a part of it at one point of the day and a part of it at another point of the day, you can do that. So you don't have to do it all in succession. Like it'll save your reel for you unless you X it out and say discard. So
What?
Okay, I'm gonna definitely try to do one tonight and play around with it and see how I do.
Yeah. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. It's just one of those things you just kind of have to get comfortable with it, and then you can start playing around. But
I
yeah,
can't figure out where to go find the different audios to play with. I guess you just search for them in the.
Well, I
might have missed it when you talked about it.
So when you're going through and looking at other reels, and you find one that really speaks to you, you click the little ellipses, the little dot, and then save it. And then do you know how to go into like saved posts and stuff?
So, but where do you find the reels at? Are you just searching the explore page, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where they're just randomly in the explore page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you're going through your regular feed, and like, I think when you scroll a certain amount, it will say like suggested reels, you know, like it does suggested stories. And those are ones that are probably a little more specific to you. And that's why Instagram's putting them in your face. But yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find it. But then that's where you you basically have to click on that audio while the video's playing. Like it's usually under their handle, their Instagram handle. You click on the audio, and then it'll give you the option to use that audio. And that's how you pull it from someone else's video. Because otherwise it's mostly just, unless you're talking, it's mostly just songs that you have the option to use for audio. Or you can type in words and try to find songs that relate to like that word too. So lots of different things. And like I said, I'm still in the early phase of really getting into the more creative side of it and really using it to engage my audience and bring more people into my page and things like that. But yeah, I like it, like I said, because it forces us to think a little bit more creatively than just like writing posts, especially condensing stuff into 15 to 30-second clips. So, but yeah.
I like that it's like basically TikTok and Instagram, so you don't have to have TikTok.
Yeah, well, that's why they did it,
Kinda.
because there was all that conspiracy around TikTok. Because I personally would have never got TikTok. I don't care how big it was getting. I would never have gotten it.
I wasn't either.
So, and even my mom was like, "You girls better not get that. Apparently, the Chinese government, blah blah blah." So, which
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure someone's monitoring what we do on Instagram too. But you know, at least it's hopefully not from another country. But yeah, it is really fun to play around with. And now I can see why TikTok was so popular, because it is kind of, once you get the hang of it, it is kind of fun to do like the dances or different things like that. Like Gigi, I could see you getting into some of the dances that are on there and doing them with like your kids or whatever. Like, it's really
Yeah. That's the
I
fun
want
part.
to do like a one with back in the day, Saved by the Bell, like with Zach Morris, the bells ringing, then all of a sudden I just jump up and then I'm in my workout clothes. Like I would love to do something like that.
That would be awesome. If you can find that audio,
I
that be
would
so
love to
awesome.
try it. Yeah,
I guess it would just be Saved by the Bell is the name of the song.
probably.
So,
Yeah.
well, that's a good idea. I like that. But
Let me know if you try that one first.
yeah,
I'll see
well,
how
I've
you
seen like
try it
all the
out.
different ones where people like have different shoes put out and then they jump into shoes and it's a whole new outfit. Then they jump into the next. Like it's just fun to play around with all the little.
Yeah, I seen
Camera
someone do that. I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
crazy.
I would.
They're very cute. The
Go ahead.
ones that are cute are the ones where it's like the couple when they met, and then when they started dating, and then they jump into a different shoe, and then all of a sudden they're married, or they're engaged and then they're married and they have kids. Those are really cute.
Yeah. Like I said, the ones that draw your attention the most are the ones that you should pull ideas from, because if you're liking them and you're finding joy in watching them, then that means they speak to you, and then that means you doing something like that would speak to your audience and bring people in that think the same way as you. Just kind of like how I've always heard people say, like, if there's certain content you see on Pinterest that really draws your attention, that is the kind of thing that you could pull ideas from for like your social media posts and things like that. Like whatever catches your eye is what your niche audience or your people also are getting their eyes caught by. So and because reels aren't on Instagram, if your stuff's posting over to Facebook too, that's really going to catch the people on Facebook's attention, because they're like, whoa, how does she do that? I mean, most people know what TikTok is, but because I get most of my business through Facebook. So that's why I'm like, I got to make sure they're posting to my Facebook stories, because that's where I get most of my people from. So
Got it.
all right. Well, if anyone doesn't have any other questions, we will sign off. I know that one went a little bit longer, but I kind of knew it would, because there's so many different varieties of ways you can piece together your reels. And so many different options for how to utilize them. But I'm excited to see all of us get a little more creative with them. And one thing to say is Courtney and I have been talking about this a lot too. Like, if you do the same thing every day in your stories with like your workout clips and things like that, this is a good way to kind of switch it up. Like if you do things in fast motion, do them in real time or slower motion. Or if you always do them in like regular video clips, every once in a while piece them together in reels and kind of make them more fun, or just different things like that. So like today I did all my workout clips were in a reel, but they were with talking about limiting beliefs and bringing in the different text in a way that I was kind of sharing my story a little bit too. So all right, well, I'm excited. Go ahead.
If you have that audio that I guess was sent to you on how to do like the different clips and whatnot, if you guys can share that with us, I think that would be great too.
Yep.
So we can have like a guide.
I can send it to you. I'll send it to you both, or I can send it to Courtney and she can post it in your team page too. Either way.
Thank you.
But
I'm going to try to do the Saved by the Bell one in the morning, but if you guys want to wake me up like around 4 o'clock, I know you get up really early. Elena, wake me up.
yes, my alarm goes off at 3:45 in the morning.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to get both my lift and my run done before my 5:30 a.m. workout class. Like I'm literally like,
Oh, that's why you're up
cool
so
down
early.
walk going downstairs from the indoor track upstairs to go and teach my class. And then I'm like stretching while they're working out. So.
Well, if I'm up at 2 again, I'll let you know.
I can't believe you up at 2 this morning. You crazy. My
I know.
gosh.
I sent her a message because I was like getting ready for my workout, and then she responded. I was like, "Why are you responding?"
Hi,
Hi, princess.
All right.
Yeah, I'm setting my alarm to